the online boutique experience training. We are super excited about this training. We've been working on it for a while now, and we're just excited to present it to you and give you the information so that you can have a successful online boutique experience as well. And some of you have already been doing online boutiques. Well, a lot of us have been. Some of you are seeing great successes, and some of you are needing maybe some extra techniques and things, and that's what we're here to give you. So if things are going really well for you, you just continue to do what you're doing. And if you need some extra tips and things, this is the training for you, and we're excited about it. So Allison is going to go ahead and dive into it a little bit longer, or a little bit more, and then I will come back and close at the end. So I'm excited to present to you the online boutique experience.
Yay! Thanks, Jen. We're so excited. We know you guys have been asking for this for a while, and one thing too you should know, Jen and I reached out to girls in the field that were having great success, multiple people, and we kind of took a little from one, a little from another, a little from simplifying it down and practicing it. Even she and I just kind of like going through it, going and getting on some online boutiques with other companies, doing our research, and we're very excited to bring this forward. But I love what Jen said when she said, look, like, you guys, don't fix it if it ain't broke, right? If you are killing it and you love the way you do it, we're not telling you you have to do it this way. This is just a tool in your tool belt to pull out and use if you need it, okay? So I have a PowerPoint, but also before I start on that, I sent an email probably like an hour and a half ago, and you should have all received it. And in that email, it's from jBloom, and in that email, there are 3 attachments, and those are materials that it's like a written out training, because this is going to be so much. I don't want you to feel like you have to like get your pen out and just write down everything. Don't worry. It's all there for you. And then also 2 support materials. They're like hostess coaching materials that you use with your hostess, and they're provided for you. So if you haven't seen those yet, go to your email, take a look at them. And if not, you can look at it afterward. Just know you don't need to kill yourself trying to write everything down. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and just kind of walk through the experience. So bear with me here while I find my PowerPoint. Okay. And slideshow. Ready from the start. Okay. All right. Very good. Jen, can you see it okay?
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so, well, I just jumped right ahead. So we're going to be talking tonight about holding online boutiques. And what we're talking about here is really Facebook boutiques, okay? So, so that's what this training is all about. And this is what you guys had asked for, is how do we do a great Facebook boutique? So we strongly as a company recommend a 5-day boutique. You start going much further than that, and people kind of check out. So we have a strong recommendation for a 5-day boutique. Also, better that you just get in, get out, instead of feeling like you're going on for 2 weeks. And just think about being a guest. A guest, you probably don't want a 2-week boutique going on, right? So our strong recommendation is 5 days. The very most important part of the entire thing is connection, okay? Just because you can't be face-to-face with another person does not mean that you aren't connecting. It's so critical. So I wanted to show you just a little connection. I did a Pampered Chef. I attended a Pampered Chef party online just to kind of do my research for you guys. And on October the 5th, and this little Pampered Chef lady did a great job. She followed up with me in a private message. Hi, how are you? Would you be interested in having a PC party? If Jolie gets 3 people to book, she'll get $50 added to her PC account. I love her little happy face. And then she goes straight into here are the dates that I've opened. Which one works for you? She did a good job. The only thing I would say is, this is the first time I ever heard from her. And honestly, when I placed my $150 order, It would have been better if, in my opinion, had she reached out to me and just said, oh my goodness, Allison, thank you so much for your order. Do you love to cook? Or just kind of started a conversation with me instead of jumping straight into the, do you want to book a party? And you can see my sweet response. No, thanks. Thanks for asking. Good luck. And I wanted to say, and good job reaching out to me, but I didn't. So anyway, but what I wanted to tell you is was not, I didn't feel like, this lady reached out. I thought, oh, that's nice. Like she really did her job. And people want to see you doing your job and taking it seriously. And that also you're connecting with them. So I kind of wish she would have started and dipped her toe in the water before she just went and, threw it at me, but I still got to give her credit for at least doing it, right? We have to connect. So how do you connect online? You can do it. Okay, I just want you to know that. You can absolutely connect online. First of all, go live and use voice clips. If you're talking to guests, you could even send a little voice clip in the messenger. But faces and voices help us connect, right? So going live and them seeing your face, it matters, and hearing your voice. Ask questions like, where do you live? I'm from Houston. Do you prefer silver, gold, rose gold, or do you like to just mix it up? How do you know the hostess? Show different items and say, do you guys like this or do you like that? So those are just ways you can get different guests to engage and connect with you. Share personalization stories. Let's remember who we are. jBloom is all about sharing your story. So share personalization stories that are personal to you so they can get to know you. Show them a piece of jewelry that has a special message about your child or your mother, and share the story with it, because that's how they get to know you. And then ask them what kind of personalization they might like. Have them share an outfit for you to style. Women love this. I mean, how many of us have been around? I get it all the time. And just like I have a wedding this weekend, this, or this. Which one should I pick, Allison? Women love that. So you can just say, hey, if anybody wants to throw a picture of an outfit up on the to this boutique, I will give you some style suggestions. Have them ask you questions about your business opportunity, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Private message each and every guest who shows interest in the posts. And I'm not even saying if someone likes it, you don't have to be like, I see that you liked it. I'm just saying if they start to engage, think of it just like if you were at an actual face-to-face boutique, or you were at a party with somebody, like just any party. It's a kid's soccer banquet. It wouldn't matter. But if you're there and someone just kind of shows an interest in something you said, then you dig a little deeper with that person, right? You have to go private message that guest and try to get to know her a little bit, and give her your individual time. And then be sure to personally thank every single guest who orders. These are potential hostesses and maybe even team members. All right, so we're gonna dig into the pre-boutique. The pre-boutique is actually just hostess coaching, y'all. Okay, so we all have to hostess coach to have a great boutique. And so whether it's in-home, whether it's online, it requires hostess coaching. So the pre-boutique starts at the minute that you book that boutique. The second you book it, you want to send our hostess wish list. And this is one of the attachments I sent to you in the email. And we'll load these up in the back office. They just might be a little while before they get there. So until then, you can reference your email. Send her this it's a PDF, send it out in an email. And then as soon as she books it, and then send her a little voice clip like, hey Jen, I cannot wait for your boutique. I just sent you a wish list over on your email. Check it out. Get on, look at the catalog, start making your wish list, because I want to get you as much as possible for free and half price. And I'll be reaching out to you soon. Okay? Just a little voice clip, tell her how much you're looking forward to it. Then, hostess coaching part 2, 7 to 10 days before her boutique. You're gonna send her another voice clip. And that one's gonna say, hey Jen, oh my goodness, we're just a little over a week away. So excited. I wanted to let you know I'm about to send over via email a kind of a timeline on how to help you have the best boutique possible. So I want to let you know it's coming, and then I will give you a call tomorrow, and we can talk through the timeline, see if you have any questions. So looking forward to it. And then send that hostess timeline. This here, it's a 2-pager, and it is the second item that was attached in your email that you can now send this again in the PDF. You can send it via email to your hostesses so that they can use it. And it just kind of, it's a checklist for them. It tells them what they're going to do before their boutique. It's kind of like your hostess coaching them, but they have it all written out here too, so they don't have any questions. Okay? So now it's 2 days before your 5-day boutique. There's 2 days before, and you have to kind of get it set up because, you can't just invite every 100 people all in 1 second, or you go to Facebook jail, right? So we don't want that for you or anyone else. And so 2 days before the boutique, you're going to start setting it up. So what does that look like? You're going to set up the Facebook group, and then you let your hostess know. And remember, you've been having constant communication with your hostess. So this isn't going to be weird for you to send her a little voice clip like, hey, Facebook group's up and going, sent you the link. I invited you. She's going to look. She's going to see on her little timeline what she's supposed to do, right? Because you've sent it to her. But you can remind her, start inviting your guests. And then if you could post a welcome message from you in the group, because I'd love for her to post a picture too, but she definitely wants to post a welcome, say like, hey, welcome to thank you so much for joining my jBloom boutique. It's going to be so fun. Because remember, she is their friend, right? She's their contact. And so you want her to post a welcome message. Then you can post an introduction of yourself. Please put a picture, because again, faces, connecting, and a story. So you can tell your jBloom story like, hey, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. This is in a post. I started jBloom 2 years ago just because I love jewelry. And I can't wait to share all of it with you. And then the next post is an image of a catalog with the link to view it, the full catalog. And then I even recommend that you guys say, hey, if anyone would like to hold a real catalog in their hands, just PM me and I will get one in the mail to you. Because me, Allison Lime, I'll just tell you, like, I can't even read a book on a Kindle. I don't like it. Like, I want the paper. I like to circle it. I want to put the page down. I want to, so some people are that way, and we sure don't want to stop them from having the best shopping experience. And then you're going to put a personal link to the hostess's jBloom boutique with order instructions. Like, how do they order from, go to the website, put in the hostess name, and so forth. And you're going to want to mark that one as an announcement so that it's always up at the top, so people always know how to order through this hostess's boutique. Okay? So that's just, I think that's it. Oh yeah. And then ask an interactive question. So this is just 2 days before. Set up the group, start inviting a little bit at a time, I think we recommend 10 to 20 at a time so you don't get in Facebook jail. And you can read that on the training there. And then put your post up, have her put a post, and then maybe ask a question like, hey ladies, where are you from? I'm in Houston, because that can help you here. Like, it's just Dawn Rollin the other day had an online boutique, and one of her friends popped in from Seattle, and she ended up signing up to become a designer because she didn't know anyone in Seattle that was selling. And, so she wouldn't have even known that. You have to ask these interactive questions and be like, girl, you are from Seattle. Like, we have like 2 designers in Seattle. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Or do you know anybody? Because Mercy, we'd love to like get this up and booming in that area. But you have to ask questions in order to get that information. Okay, so now, some of you are like, Allison, this doesn't feel like a 5-day boutique because I've been working and working up until this. Well, guess what, ladies? That's called hostess coaching and packing your car, okay? It's no different. You had to hostess coach her in home. You have to hostess coach her online. Then you got to set it up just like you got to pack your stuff and get it in the car. Now it's time for the actual boutique. So let's get this boutique started. Day 1. And what we've done is we have just broken this out to make it simple. If you want to flip flop the days around, you go, girl, you do you. As a matter of fact, in the actual hostess timeline, originally I had day one, I'm going to cover these things. I took it out because I was like, oh, watch, somebody's going to be like, nope, I want to do this and this. As long as you cover this stuff, it doesn't matter how you do it. But we're giving you this because I love someone just tell me, do this, it works, check. Okay, so make sure you cover these things. On day one, you want to go live. No more than 5 minutes. So maybe practice, because you always think, ladies, you think it's no more than 5 minutes. It's always more than 5 minutes, okay? So I want you to practice first. On that live, you're gonna welcome everybody, thank them for being there, tell a tiny bit more about you, but remember, you've already posted about you, so you don't wanna talk too much about yourself. And then showcase personalization, because that is who we are. That is the heart of jBloom, the heart of Jen and what she started. And so, and in it, share real stories. It can be a story, like you definitely want to have something that is personal to you, because then it starts to tell a little bit more of your story and they get to know you better. But you could even share a story of a best friend who had something personalized, or just a customer or a hostess. But share it and make sure you say, and personalization at jBloom is always free. It's just who we are. So you're going to showcase personalization and then reference that the specials, hey, we've got amazing monthly specials. I'm going to post those later today. You don't have to dig into them, just you're going to post them. Because I want you to spend most of your 5 minutes sharing personalization stories. Okay, so after you've gone live for no more than 5 minutes, you're going to post images of personalized items and let guests know about signature designs as well. That's what else is going to happen on day one. Then you're going to post the customer specials and any additional promos. Like this month, you would want to put the chill cups out there, or the, you know which ones I mean, those little tall can ones or whatever. Sorry, I forget what they're called. Slim can koozie. Yeah. And then also you would talk about the Christmas boxes, right? So you'd make sure all that was posted this day. And then post an interactive question. How do you know the hostess? Hey, if you have a funny picture with the hostess, post it. We want to hear your stories. Okay. And then PM any guests who really engages and get to know them. If they post a hilarious picture, like make sure you comment on there like, oh my goodness, this is hilarious. How long have you guys known each other? You know, again, that's how you're connecting. So day one, you're done. It's a welcome, a personalization, and specials. So you're covered. And then you just kind of keep up with the interactive questions. Day two, earrings and rings. Go live, no more than 5 minutes. You're going to showcase earrings, pick a post, a dangle, a beaded, and a fringe. We want them to know we have a little bit of everything. Showcase your favorite rings, a personalized and a fashion ring, and then show how to complete a look. This is all in your live by adding, like if you're showing some great dangle, then add a necklace so they can kind of see that, or bracelets that coordinate. You know, something simple like, oh, and you can complete a look by adding these things. But the main point is the earrings and the rings, and then just complete one look, one or two if you have it, depending on how much time you've spent, because you've got 5 minutes. All right, then post an interactive question. Which style of earrings do you like best? Posts, dangles, comment below and I'll show you more. Or do you prefer silver, gold, or rose gold? Or do you like to wear a combination? You can pick an interactive question. If you have one of your own, whatever your question is, that's fine. I just gave you some examples. But just be interacting. Then you can post something, hey, I would love to invite you to follow me on social media for more looks and ideas. Then thank any guests for their orders. Now, this is really cool. They did this at the Pampered Chef party that I was at. Go into the company files in the back office, and there's something called boutique graphics, and you can choose a thank you image, and you can use that image and post it up there, and then you can just underneath like, thank you so much to Jen Bonacorsi for ordering and supporting our hostess or whatever. Or you can even take one of those images, and then there's this free app called Word Swag. And Jen uses it a lot. And so she was telling me about it. So I downloaded it. I've been using it a little bit. So you can take one of those images and like upload it, and then you can put words on it. So you could put right in the image, like, thank you, Jen, for your order. We really appreciate you. Or you can create your own thank you image. And, you know, of course you can upgrade and get all these fancy things, but you don't need to. Just use the free stuff unless you really want to, but it's not necessary is what I'm saying. And then again, PM guests to engage and get to know them. All right, we're on day 3, bracelets and subscriptions. Go live, no more than 5 minutes. And if you guys were on the Bloom business update on the 2nd of November, you heard from Lindsay Salapari, and she said, you know, sometimes you can't go live in your perfectly beautiful boutique in your office. Sometimes you're trying to get one kid to gymnastics, another kid here. You haven't had anything to eat all day. You're throwing down some caffeine. It's okay if you go live in the car. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend every day, but like, it's okay if you have to go live in the car. Just make sure that day you got on lots of bracelets, right? And the ones that you want to showcase, because it's okay for people to see real you. That you can do this business wherever you're at. And that's a perk of having this type of business. So you're going to showcase bracelets, show a single, layered, personalized, and then complete a look. So that's all you're going to cover in your live. And then while you're posting, you can showcase subscriptions. And you might even say, hey, later today, look for some posts on our subscription options. We've got this amazing Bloom box. We have an earring extravaganza. So you can let them know it's coming, or again, if you have any extra time, you can pop one in, right, in your live. But we want to keep those short, or you lose people and then they don't watch it. So later that day, showcase subscriptions, the Bloom box, the earring extravaganza. Share some gift giving ideas, like, hey, how would you guys use this as a gift? That could even be an interactive question, and they can interact. Or you could put Bloom box, earring extravaganza, and say this or that. Which one would you pick and why? And get them talking. And then ask for some interaction. You can share your look of the day, and then ask your guests to, like we talked about earlier, post a picture of an outfit you'd love to see accessorized and let them know. Then you'll post some suggestions in the comments. If one person does it and people see it, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's cool. You're going to get more people to do it. So maybe even ask your hostess to throw an outfit out there, like to start the buzz going. We got to just start creating a buzz. And then, of course, thank any guests by name for their orders. Oh, and always PM people, right? Again, if they're interacting a lot. So day 4, chill cups and the hostess opportunity. You don't have to go live this day unless you really want to. You're going to showcase posts on the chill cups with sizes, colors, personalization options, and share some gift giving ideas or large organization ideas. Like, you know, if you belong to a sports team, or your kids do, or a church, or, you know, just give them ideas on if your husband has to give corporate gifts to everyone in his team, here's an, you know, just planting an idea in their head that they may not think on their own. All right. And then showcase the hostess opportunity. Show an image of the current or the next month's hostess exclusive. And to be honest, what I would do is if like your current, if you're at the end of your month, don't bother showing that month's hostess exclusive. Just go on to the next month's. Or if you're completely booked that month, show the next month. It doesn't matter. You can decide. But or if you still need bookings that month, show that one, the hostess exclusive. And show how you'd use that hostess exclusive for 2 different looks. You can post those. And then this is really important. This is where you want to ask your hostess. And, you know, she may not do it. But again, if you've created rapport with your hostess and you are really, if your hostess coaching her properly, she's not going to mind doing this, to be honest. I mean, it would be rare. So ask her to share a message about hosting. It can be a video or just a post, like why she hosted or how simple and fun it is, or the item. If she's not comfortable with that, she feels like she's selling it, Just ask her to say like, hey guys, it is so fun hosting a Bloom Boutique and I'm so excited. I'm trying to earn this for free. And here's why. She can just showcase that. But key thing is you want her to somehow engage and share about the hostess opportunity. And then this is something that's kind of cool and it gives you an idea. And they did this in my Pampered Chef party that I was attended. And I was like, oh gosh, because this worked for me because I hadn't ordered yet. And so when the survey came out, it was like, I've already ordered and I can't wait to get my price. I love jBloom. I'm planning to order or I won't be ordering. Kind of gives you an idea as the designer what's going to come in and who to follow up with. If you're like, okay, so-and-so said she's planning to order, you know what I mean? Like then you can say, you can reach out. And I was like, oh nuts, I haven't ordered. I better do that. So it's just kind of a reminder. Just getting people engaged. And then of course, again, every day, thank guests by name for their orders. And PM, you get the point. And PM guests to engage and get to know them because what is this about? Connection, connection, connection. Okay, we are on to day 5, necklaces and the designer opportunity. Since this is the last day, it might take a little bit longer if you want to close it out, but I still think you might be able to whip it out in 5 minutes. Because in your live, you're going to showcase necklaces. And if you're not exactly sure how you want to do it, we recommend do how to dress up the white t-shirt, or you can throw the jean jacket on. You can throw the flannel. You can, so you can throw the black leather jacket, whatever's your vibe, right? Or cardigan. Show singles, layered up, show something personalized, and then discuss metal colors. Like sometimes I think you have to remember that you're the expert. They do not feel like the expert. So, so you being the expert is super, like they're going to listen to you. So sometimes you just need to tell them like, guys, it's okay to mix metal colors up. Like you can wear all one, or look at this look. I've got it mixed up and this is like on trend and you do what makes you feel good. There's no right or wrong. So let them know that. Oops. And then remind guests. This is where you do remind them about the customer special. You can show it alone. This is where, before you just posted about it, here at the very end, make sure that you show it and give it a little bit more time so that they're like, oh, nuts, I need to get that too, So go ahead and show it and complete the look using any other jewelry to complement it. And then wrap up the party or the boutique and thank the guests and the hostess. That's on your live. Day 5 continued is post a last call and that link to order on the hostess's boutique. And this is where you want to share the jBloom designer opportunity. Guys, do not be afraid of this. They are expecting it. It's okay for you to share it and you can do it in such a fun way. Post a picture of you and other jBloom designers. I have seen your pictures. They are very fun and they make people want to be a part of it. So whether it's you at conference, you at your team meeting, you at kickoff, you on the beach, you in Nashville, wherever it is, post a picture and then share. Tell them. They don't know what they don't know. Say like, I love what I do and I am looking for business partners all across America, like all across the US. So if you might be interested or who do you know who might be interested in something like this, please reach out to me and let me know. As a matter of fact, and this is just a recommendation that I would use because I used to do this at my in-home parties all the time and it worked really well, especially with a group that's already given you a lot of engagement. So you've set yourself up for this if you've done the engaging throughout the other 4 days, right? So if you just throw this in and you've never posted an interactive question, you don't comment on things, it's going to feel yucky. But if they've been commenting and you've gotten girls engaged, then you can say, okay, last day we're playing a game and I'm going to give something away. So you want to participate. You guys can, after you've posted your little thing, You can say, ask me absolutely any question you want about my business opportunity, any question. And for every question that you ask, I'm putting your name in a drawing. You can start asking me questions now. And I might not answer you immediately because like I have to eat dinner or something. You can make a joke, but I will get back to you. And it ends at X time. So post your questions, and then you can, post the winner, and just use a piece of jewelry that you already have left over. Something that you can say, this is a retired item. This is the only, you can't get this anymore. So it's special for you. And really you're like, I gotta get rid of this because I can't sell it anymore. It doesn't matter. It's free to them. And they just get a free piece of jewelry, or you can give them free shipping if they hadn't yet ordered. It's up to you, but I would just recommend jewelry because then you get it out there and they can see it. You could even give away a free customer special if you wanted to. And then those girls who you will have girls that just want to win the prize, so they're going to ask a lot of questions. But they're asking questions for someone else to be reading the answers, even if they themselves are not interested, right? So it doesn't matter if they're interested or not. It's about getting the questions out there. And if you're having a hard time starting, ask the hostess to post something, or I would often post something like, or I would say something because I'd be at an in-home boutique, but I would say like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the question everybody wants to ask, but they're afraid to ask. How much money can you even make doing this? And so I say, so I'll let you know on an average, if this boutique hits $1,000, which is my average, you guys, I'm saying that just because like I have to do the math right now because I hadn't thought this through, but $1,000, I'm going to make $400 off that. We make 40%. So it's a great opportunity if you need a car payment so you see what I mean? Just start the questions and let them start asking. And then anyone who does ask a lot, be sure you personally reach out to them and say like, you had so many great questions. Have you ever considered this? Thank any guest by name, thank the hostess, share what she's going to be earning for free and half price. Like, oh my goodness, girls, thank you so much for helping. Jen at her boutique, she earned $150 in free product and 6 items at half price. You guys rock. I hope you love your products. Please reach out. Please reach out if you'd be interested in hosting your own boutique. Would love to do that with you and your friends. Then thank everyone for participating and invite them to follow you on social media. Okay. Now I know right now, some of you are like, holy moly, that's a lot. It is a lot to try to pack into a 30-minute, Zoom. However, if you just look, and that's why we have it written out, the training for you, if you just look one day at a time, and that's all you have to do, one day at a time. It's not a lot of fancy posts. It's things a company have given you, like the customer special posts, and it's then you going live. So you don't have to have this perfect video. Just go live. Just be you. Be beautiful you, however you are. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, okay? Don't overthink it. Don't, it's really just ask an interactive question and then love on the people. That's the whole thing. So if you break it down day by day, it won't feel overwhelming. And especially once you do a few of these and you get the hang of it. So it's like, if you get 4 bookings off of one of these boutiques, you might want to tell a different story next time, or, but overall, if you're just being real, don't script it so perfectly. No one is attracted to perfect, right? People like authentic. So just be authentic, share your stories, and have fun with it. Have fun with it. So the last thing that I wanted to share was, I've been talking to so many of you, and some of you are just still like so depressed because you want to be at an in-home boutique. You're like, I just want to go to someone's house and have a party. And I know, and we want you to be able to do that too. We want you to be able, this has been such a gift to be able to master this other side of the business. So then you're going to have like both sides that you can conquer. So practice this, but also know, if you're missing the in-home boutique, try a Zoom boutique, where if she had 10 people on a Zoom, you could do a little 15-minute presentation that just incorporates those 5-minute lives all at one time, and then just be engaging with people like, hey, Mary, what are you doing over there? What do you, let me see what you got on. Okay, you look good in this. Or, hey, who wants this customer special? And engage with people, because it really is being face to face with others. And it is like being in an in-home boutique. The only difference is they can't touch and feel all the jewelry. So you still have to show the different items and encourage them, and show them, like, and ask them what they're wearing, or tell them all to wear something they want accessorized. That could be part of it. Show up with something you want accessorized. And that could be so fun. It's just like a dress up online. So don't be afraid to try something new, because all it's going to do is make your business better if you can do multiple facets. So with that being said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to pass it over to Jen to kind of close us out. And thank you guys so much for listening.
No, this is awesome. And just remember, when you check your email, if you haven't already, and you're going to print out the document that we sent you that gives you all the steps, when you look at it, just do exactly what Allison said, is just look day by day. It's going to be broke out pre-boutique, then boutique, and then we also give you a couple of boutique tips, and then we give you some ways to stay out of Facebook jail, just in case, and then a couple things about settings also. And then all of that is included in this training packet. And just remember, take what works best for you, give it a try. You don't have to include every single thing that we've given you. We are just trying to make sure we give you everything that can possibly be needed to have a successful online boutique. And so just take bits and pieces that work best for you. And we can't wait to see how well this goes for you. And we would love to know how many online boutiques that you have for the month of November, because the joy of online is you can do as many as you want and as many as you can handle. And you can mix, if you're in an area that you can do in-home as well, you can mix the online with the in-home, and you can really maximize your November and have the very best November you've ever had before. And so we can't wait to see. If you want to share in the comments right now on how many online boutiques that you have for November, we would love to know that as well, so we can prepare. And we can't wait to see how your November goes. So thank you so much, Allison. And this was very fun to work together on, and we are excited to get it in your hands so that you can have fun doing it as well. So thank you so much for being with us tonight, and have an amazing November. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.